Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back to our Sword Art Online Interactive video, and today we're gonna look at the newest banner, the Devilish Soldier Order. And short about the banner itself, you can see it is a step-up banner with 3 steps. Step 1, you're 50% off. Step 2, regular price. And step 3, a guaranteed random 4-star. And on the left side, you can see the 4-star rate. It is now 6% instead of 4. But I'll talk more about this because this one is a bait. Do not trust this 6% increase. The 4 new skills we have is Argo, Koharu, Lisbeth, and Eugeo. Argo is a new connect, Koharu is a new awakening, and Lisbeth, Eugeo are a new chain skill. And this one is available till the 8th of April, so you have more than a month on you to decide if you want to summon or not, or if you are currently trying to save up and trying to farm all the events currently. So this one is a long duration, you have enough time to collect your Archon gems. And the first skill we're gonna have a look at is Aerial Dance. Koharu is an axe skill, Hatchet Spark skill animation, 28 SP, Blunt Fire, 22 second cooltime, 44 switch gauge, and 88 break gauge. Pretty good. It does 1700% damage in a target, hands down 4 above, 60 seconds. The crit rate will increase a little the higher the max HP is. Okay, we have a crit rate buff here. 2-slot bonus, increase in break gauge to frost element enemies by 30%. Okay, that is actually a good boost there. Bonus, during the buff effect that increase max HP, all the stacks buff on yourself will be reduced -10. That is an interesting thing. I guess as long as you don't increase your max HP, you're fine. You won't be able to remove the stack. But if you're using max XP increase, then you're gonna lose 10 stacks. I guess it's fine, but every time you use the skill, you will always lose 10 stacks. Kind of interesting. So this is a downside for this skill, but good side is that you are getting a 30% break increase. Awakening skill, when you're rushing, your own max HP recover 20%, which is pretty good. So yeah, kind of interesting skill here. This is pretty new. And hand down 4 buff, this is not new. We do have few skills that are similar to this one. For example, the OG one, the Tactician, Argo. We also have the hands down 4. So you can see here, critical rate increased by 0.75% for every 1000 points the player max HP for 60 seconds. So if you have 100k HP, you are getting 75% crit rate, which doesn't sound a lot, especially in endgame where the endgame boss has a lot of high crit resistance, over 400. You need a lot of max HP to be able to crit. It's kind of rare to see this buff coming back again. But the bonus here, increase in break gauge to frost element. That means enemy that is weak to blunt, you will be increasing 30%, which is actually really good. 30% break boost, pretty good. So if you get the skill, keep in mind, you just don't use any max HP buff. If you do that, you will lose 10 stacks every time you use the skill. But if you aren't playing any stacks, then you're pretty much fine. This one doesn't really matter much. This skill, Tornado Sword Dance Eugeo, it has Power Rise, Abundance, and Backup. So this is our third chain Power Rise. Okay, Power Rise 3, attack plus 8000. Abundance 3 adds buff Earth Pile, where the Earth damage 1% per stack, 3 stack for 20 seconds when using Switch. Every time you're using Switch, you'll gain 3 stack, where it gives you 1% per stack for Earth Element damage. And since it's a chain skill, and you are using it on a chain set, you will be getting a lot of stacks by just doing the chain. Pretty good. Back up to effect chain depend on the skill recorded in same set. So when equipping 2 more user skill, attack plus 25, 3 user skill, damage done to enemy weak to blunt 50%, not bad. Equipping 1 other skill power added to 100% when using switch. Okay, that is pretty good. And 2 other skill, damage done enemy weak to slash plus 50%. When equipping 1 or more critical skill, max HP 10%. Alright, that is not bad. This is pretty good to be honest. Though it's not awakening or something like that, but I would say this is a pretty interesting, pretty new. This is our first Power Rise 3 that is a chain skill, a chain passive. It does look pretty strong, but I don't know how useful it's gonna be in practice. Do you really want to equip this skill here on your axe set, mace set, or even sword set? Actually, this one be useful in sword set as long as you don't equip more than 3 user skill. We need more testing on this skill. Also, a month from now, we also getting Eugeo and Ali's birthday. So we might see a somewhat synergy for their birthday with this skill, who knows? Chain effect, during the chain deals 5% earth element damage to enemy. Okay, pretty small. Permeating Dance Argo is a dark skill, sweet petal skill animation for 4 SP, slash and earth, 12-second cooldown, 70 switch gate and 39 breakage. Not bad. It does 1930% damage, 7 hits in a target. Okay, 7 hit. Poison boost 5. These are new debuff. Usually we have poison boost 4, but now we have 5. Lower enemy poison resistance by 75% for 1 second. Okay, very good. Frostbite boost 5. Oh, also frostbite. Lower enemy frostbite resistance by 75% for 1 second. And frostbite damage 100%. Okay, that is pretty good. Connect chain. Increase status element by 5, 10, 15. Pretty good. And also another stacking 2, 4, 6 to enemy if you are using earth skill. So 30 stacks here and then you're getting 12. So 42 stacks in one rotation. Not bad. Pretty good connect skill, but I wonder how long the animation 7 hit does sound like pretty long, but if it's fast, it might be good, who knows. So pretty good support connect chain for dagger, especially if you want to increase the element stacks. And last one, Arm Dance Lisbeth is a maze skill, heat stamp skill animation, 26 SP, blunt fire, 40 second cool time, 78 switch gate and 39 breakage, not bad. It does 2360% damage in a target, flame pile buff, fire element damage plus 1% per stack, 3 stack, and when you switch you gain 9 stack instead of 3, pretty good. And if you're using chain, you will gain 50% fire element damage when using fire skill and 100% attack while the buff to raise fire damage is in effect. Pretty good support skill in your maze build, definitely really good. Permeating Dance Argo and Permeating Dance Lisbeth is a sword skill with higher damage multiplier increase after limit breaking. Okay. Overall, I would say they have some interesting skills, especially these 2 skills here, Koharu and Eugeo. They're pretty new, gonna be interesting to see how people are using it, especially the Japanese player. Maybe they already know something about we don't know, who knows. Argo looks pretty good as well. We're now 75% to lower enemy resistance. Usually we have 50, but now they added an extra 25. Maybe in the future we're gonna have some boss that have higher resistant, who knows. Maybe in UG, maybe future floor, we'll see. And then Lisbeth, pretty good if you are doing like KO Showdown level 255, the 9-tail, that is weak to blunt fire. Drop rate doesn't look the best, looks average, but here, now let's talk about the 6%. This is a bait. Here you can see on step 1, 6%, the drop rate looks pretty normal, right? Then if you look on step 3, looks pretty normal, but if you go to the guaranteed, you will see that if you want the future thread on step 3, you have 5.4% chance, and in total that is sums up like 21-22% chance to get future thread, which is a bait. Even with the 6% drop rate for 4-star, it feels like it's still a bait. Because if we look into previous banner, for example this one, this is another step 3 which doesn't have the increased drop rate. If you scroll down, you can see that the future skill, they have 0.325% drop rate. That's pretty interesting, right? And if you scroll back again and look on step 1 again, 325. Even though it's a 6% drop rate, the drop rate didn't change here for the future thread, but it changed for the auto skill. Here is just 0.010%. Look at step 3. Same again, but we're gonna look on the guaranteed one. You have 8.125% chance to get the future thread. 5.417. Interesting, right? 6% drop rate. And if you just look on the other 4-star, you have 0.25. And here you have 0.217. Yeah, they lower it. I think because they added more skill, they had to lower the rate. But why didn't it change any drop rate for the use standard one? This is just normal. This is normal. They didn't change anything on the normal. Normal looks the same. Normal looks the same. But if you go to step 3, they had to change a lot. Like here, 8% for the future thread, and if you add all 4 together, you get around 32-33% drop rate. But here, you're only getting 21-22. So why Bandai? Why did they have to lower the future thread? So, is this banner worth a summon or not? well, it's up to you. If you need the skill, then you can try. Keep in mind, it's a risk. You have now lower chance to get the featured, 22-21% chance to get featured. It's not even guaranteed to get featured. It's a random force on set 3. It is up to you if you want some or not. If you want to risk it, go ahead. But for new players, rerollers, skip this banner. This is not really worth it, especially also for those that are free to play. Do not summon this banner, definitely not worth it. You can easily just wait for the birth banner and summon on that. For example, Eugeo, he will have his birthday in a month from now. I'm pretty sure this pass skill here, if you really want it, it will be featured in his birth banner. So keep that in mind. So TLDR, my recommendation, skip this banner, especially if you're a new player. Those are rerolling, those are free to play, skip this banner. But if you're a player that needs some of the skill and want to try out, go ahead, do what you want. Just know that you have low chance to get featured, even though it's a 6% drop rate for 4-star, and this guaranteed is not guaranteed featured, but guaranteed random 4-star. But that's for me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now, and bye bye.